just kind of reach inside. I go, this may seem a little icky, but this is going to help. I reach inside and I squeeze some of the wounds on my chest and get blood on both of my hands. And
what are you doing? What?
I whack him with my staff before he touches the child.
And I'm like, it's okay.
No. I walk up.
Take 87 bludgeoning damage.
I step in the way and I say, Torsten, why don't you do the priesty thing and I'll do the healy thing.
It is the priesty thing.
I want to examine the kids before. Everyone who's injured, I want to examine for certain bite marks that I have seen before that turn them into giant balloon people.
Okay. All right. Just remember that Torsten, his knees aren't worn out from prayer. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. They're worn out for another reason.
The little boy who is unconscious, as you examine him, you realize that the two men are the boy's parents. And as they're holding him, they're like, please, you've got to help him. He was in the middle of there was this cart came out of nowhere, and please just, can you help him, please? As they hold the boy out to you.
Is there any plant life near me?
It's middle of winter in a fairly open environment. There again are some trees, but they're more dormant than anything. There's some hardy shrubs, but aside from that,
I'm gonna focus, put my hand on the ground, focusing on the shrub. Sorry, Mr. Shrub, and I'm gonna try to draw the energy from the earth and cast healing word on the little boy that's unconscious.
Okay. You do feel the pull, and I want you to roll an investigation check for me.
Okay. Investigation. Again, +1. Big ol' 3 for you. I'm not rolling good.
Has a rolling pin, and everything is covered in blood. But it did work, right?
Granny's gonna beat us now. Thank you, Torsten.
I pull Brionna up close to me, and I point to the right of the waterfalls, and I say, if you go straight past the waterfalls on the right hand side, keep going. We'll protect you from anything that's following.
A few of them.
Are we awake hearing all this?
I mean, you and Skrak are the only ones in the cave.
I'm in there.
Well, you were donning pants. Pants activate.
Didn't know that
One of
was
my
a
new
spell.
powers.
Yes. One of your new powers is activation or deactivation of pants.
Voice activated pants.
Yes, we all need them.
I know there's blood still, but
Oh yeah, there's definitely blood still there, but no, the roots have gone.
I'm just staring at the hands.
I look at your hands going, and what?
I touch Haskar, cast healing word because I'm curious.
Okay.
Do the same thing. Ground, touch, because I know he can take a little pain.
All right. How much do you heal him for?
Let's see. So it goes to heal. Of course, max healing of 9 points.
Are you just touching like his flesh or a shirt or armor?
A kneel would be like, this would be like touching the shoulder, like where
All
his shoulder would be, like right here.
Okay. So Haskar, as she does this, she's healed you once before at least. And she reaches up and touches your shoulder and looks almost pleadingly in your eyes as you feel the warmth go through your body and then a stinging sensation. If you were damaged, you would have gotten about 7 points of healing.
And I kind of look and I wince and like, grab her hand and pull it off.
I stare at my hand. Are there little tendrils coming out?
There are, but you can see them retracting slowly.
I look.
So I say, maybe not do that again. That would be appreciated.
It's never done this. That's what I'm concerned, and I'm trying to show you now, Haskar, is it's doing this now. I nearly killed a kid.
I kind of go, well, yeah, there's that.
You like kids just as much as I do. Adults that suck.
They're so noisy and smelly.
So am I.
I look at Torsten.
These people.
Haskar. What's going on, Haskar?
Snowball.
Oh, you can't hear it.
I know, but still, just the
You
idea.
can still laugh at it.
Yes, we can.
I answer in my head, going, "You don't have to worry about it. We're fine."
I worry about everything, Haskar. We are partners after all.
So as a partner, just trust me that we don't have to worry about this.
Not everybody has to die all the time, Askar.
Oh, you don't hear me. I'm talking in my head. I'm just sitting
No,
there
I was
looking
just responding. That was me responding to you telling me we
okay.
can still kill them. Death doesn't always have to be the answer, buddy.
I stay in my head going, it's just normal people scared. We don't have to kill them or everything. It's okay.
As you are having this conversation going on, behind the people, with a fresh red apple in his hand, you see limping slowly with his prosthetic leg tied together. He's hobbling because it's lower on one side now. Comes Max from behind the people, just barely breaking off chunks of apple with a couple of his good teeth that he still has. And he kind of gums it for a little bit.
Fort Blue Dawn. Blue Dawn is where you should probably head. It's
And he points with the apple.
due north, about a league from here.
When did old man
Go
leave the cave?
go quickly.
We have a cart you could carry your injured in.
Or not.
I believe it's Max's cart.
It is indeed, and they are welcome to it.
I've healed most of their injured, so probably the ones with shorter legs should ride.
I look over you. Oh, you healed them? Never mind. I turn around and walk back into the waterfall.
I'm in there looking for Max and like, where the is the old man?
You say it out? Are you saying it out loud?
Yeah, I'm just like, where's the old man?
He's outside. I go sit back down on my cot and just start my bed and start like putting everything together.
I go find Max.
All right. Drenching yourself once again in this frigid water.
Don't you wish you had a pink umbrella?
Don't I wish I had ice powers? Yeah.
So as you walk out, you do see him talking to some of the more able-bodied townsfolk as he goes to point at another direction. His prosthetic leg, it comes unbound a little bit, and he almost falls. The lizard folk grabs him and holds him upright, and just kind of pats him. Stay here. He walks over and snaps off a branch from a tree. Walks back over, measures it a little bit, snaps it. You need this. Thank you. But you should all be fairly safe there, at least in the meantime. I would suggest not stopping long, though. Whatever this is may be spreading. So, I wish you all good journey and good health.
Before they leave, I'd like to reach in my pack and pull out a jar of beads,
Okay.
and I'll hand it to them.
Are these all connected beads? Oh,
They're,
different
they're
jar.
not
different
that
jar.
kind of beads.
Different jar.
Different kind of beads.
You're always naked. It's always a question with you.
It is.
Fair.
I go to Max and like instantly put my arm around him to help him stand straight again and be like, who let you out of the cave?
I was unaware I needed permission to leave out the cave.
Last time I saw you, you were bleeding out of your side. I would have been nice for you to tell me if you were leaving.
I've been gone for hours, surveying, looking around. I have an apple. Would you like one?
No. Go to the cave.
You fixed him good. He's okay.
It's amazing
Okay.
what a good night's sleep will do for you.
At least
He-
someone had a good night's sleep.
He puts his apple right there on a tooth and starts walking with the cane a little bit. And then he sits down on the ground and with the end of the newly fashioned cane begins kind of digging through the cold dirt.
What you looking for?
I'm not looking for anything, young Rusty. I am paying my respects.
Takes a few more bites of the apple till it's more or less just the core. Puts it in, covers it up, closes his eyes, and you see this concentration on his face. Sweat begins to bead up on his forehead, and Rusty, you'll notice this more so than anyone else. There's a warmth to the ground.
I take a step back.
He sits, legs crossed under him. As he is doing this, he seems very alone, and he just sits there with this stick across his lap.
Those people were very, very good to me.
He looks up at the others.
Thank you all for your years of helping an old man. I do appreciate it. By all means, take the cart.
And he gives everybody that's around him a stern stare.
No one is going to try to keep it from you. It is my cart, after all.
Who would argue?
And take my bag.
Pulls his bag off, hands it over.
There's supplies in there, some food, water. If you look really hard, there's even some cider in there from my stores. I wish you all Godspeed. Now run.
And he goes back to just staring at the hole. Okay. As you are focusing on the ground, and he is focusing on the ground, his eyes close a little bit. And after a few moments of silence, the people are trying to fix the wagon to get the stuff cleared off of it, get it upright, load people and their things. As they're doing that, you can feel the warmth under your butt of the ground. And you see a drop of sweat fall off of his old crooked nose. And after a while, a small green sprout comes out. He opens his eyes and he goes,
One down. 83 to go.
You're gonna try to grow 83 more trees.
Not all at once, but when the world takes away, give back.
I tried.
If it makes you feel better, Max, pretty soon the living will wish they were the dead.
I don't know if that's any type of consolation, young Rusty.
That's just creepy, Rusty.
You go to heal Torsten?
Yep, doing the same thing, focusing on the ground, pulling the power from it, and going to heal him. And when it matters, I can roll really, when it's just goofing off. But that's a total of 8 hit points. Like, here you go.
So you're doing the same thing where you're touching the ground, pulling from the nearby shrubbery?
I am trying to make the things come out of my hands so that I can show Max.
So the little sprout begins to wilt and turn brown and curl, and he looks confused and looks over at you.
And he's like, stop.
That's all I can do now. And I show my hand.
Okay. Barely able to see, but a few of
Just
the
little.
sprouts go back in.
Yeah.
That's a neat trick.
So you're pulling from the life force of the world itself.
Seems to be. Can't pull from myself. I tried. Yeah. The only thing I can do without hurting anyone is this. I produce flame, and as it's there, I do thorn whip to hit a tree with the other hand, making the flame go out.
All right. So as you produce flame, it flashes, everybody sees it. Some of the people are like, yeah, we need to hurry. These people are crazy.
Little bit.
But yeah, you can do that.
So I need
There's
to talk.
always another way, Riona.
I would love for you to tell me, because the only thing I've gotten from you is rambling. So tell me my story. Tell me how. I'd love to know. I really would.
As he slowly tries to get up, leaning heavily on the stick.
I give him my hand.
Okay.
He needs one. Sorry.
He begins walking away.
Old men are prone to ramble. I've hurt your feelings in the past. I apologize.
I've accepted your apology for hurting my feelings. But we're now in a point where we can't lie to each other anymore. We can't run off by ourselves into a city, risking our lives to go get an apple. You could have woke one of us and, we could have gone with you and helped you. You're not alone.
He's still trying to walk away.
I didn't ask for help because I don't need it. We are only responsible for ourselves. That is where our responsibility lies. That is what we know immediately after birth. It's called self-preservation. But those few bright souls in the world who ignore that and go and do things for others. I'm taking time to mourn them, because that was a good town. They did not deserve that. If you want...
I get up. You're not the only one mourning. And I walk the opposite direction away. Alone. If anyone follows me, I turn and I look at you and I say, alone. And I keep walking.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I'm hanging with Max for a minute. I can tell you need.
Mm-hmm.
He's very grim looking, and he's silent for the majority of the walk to the cave.
Young Master Torsten, there are two things that I don't look forward to. One is going under this damnably cold water again.
You and me
And
both.
two is telling Riona her mother is still alive.
As he goes under the water. And that's where we're going to take a break.
The king's...
I'll get that looked at later.
Or you could get it looked at now as Max slowly walks in.
Cold water. Not happy with it. And, oh, dear boy, what is on your hands? And why are you not wearing a shirt?
It's not that cold out.
It's freezing.
And as for your first question, your guess is as good as mine.
Let me take a look.
He kind of hobbles forward.
I told you not to mess with those bottles in my home.
You did.
Well, I don't have my bag anymore, so I can't really give you something to help this. Just keep your hands dry and clean for the next day or so, and if it starts spreading, just let me know.
Spreading to where?
Well, anywhere that you touch, really.
Okay.
Keep your hands to yourself, Rusty.
I would like to touch Haskar's stuff.
Just all of it.
Just wiping the bad hand on it.
So can I roll a perception check to see if with disadvantage, see if I realize he's touching all my stuff?
I'm not trying to hide it.
Yeah, but you were trying to go to sleep, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm going back in to talk to Max, but currently I'm the only one standing outside.
I don't see it.
Okay. Rusty, as you do this, you feel a couple of the small purple pustules on your hand pop as you spread the this weird goo.
I would like to unintentionally cast Pass Without a Trace so I could be alone and stealth away.
Okay. Roll a stealth with advantage. Or not with advantage.
It's plus 10.
Add 10.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see.
I know.
Yeah, do you? Okay, so let's see. So, stealth, 13 plus 10 for 23.
23. Torsten, as you watch her walk, her image shimmers a little bit and almost like a mirage.
And that goes on for an hour. Pass Without a Trace.
Well, shit. say this to someone such as yourself, but I'm not an owl, Scrack. You have to be more specific. Is it on my pack? What's going on? I start turning around.
Somebody put something on your back.
Kick me, son.
I take my pack off and look at my pack.
Yeah, where was the symbol?
Just below the collar line on his back.
On his back.
Gold crown, about that big.
On his skin?
No, on his collar. Just below the collar on
Okay.
his shirt.
It's on your shirt.
I take my shirt off and I look at it. Is this new to me?
Yeah, this is new. This is
Yeah.
a shiny metallic gold crown imprinted on your shirt.
Does it feel weird? Does it...
It feels like cloth, but it's metallic.
It's weird. Where'd this come from?
Yeah, it doesn't look good to me.
Max, you got any idea what this is?
Hmm?
Do you have any idea what this is?
What is?
And I show him the crown on the back of my shirt.
Let's see here. A gold crown.
Okay. But I don't remember telling anybody to put it there. And it
You
wasn't on
didn't?
my shirt before.
So you didn't put it there.
No.
Odd.
So as they're talking, Justin, I'm going to assume I wake up and I look at the crown and accidentally cast detect magic because I didn't know I could do it.
Sure, absolutely. As you look at the crown and you can hear Snowball in your mind. Let's check this out. I'm curious.
Hmm.
Your eyes flare, and the things you know to be magic glow a faint blue. That, however, glows bright.
I look at you going, whatever it is, it's magic, and I lay back down and go back to like I'm going back to sleep. What did it?
Gotta do like an Arcana check or something.
Yeah, if you like, anybody who wants to check it out, do an
I
Arcana or History check.
I just asked Snowball in my head. What do you think that's from?
Something, not me, but very powerful.
I rolled a 20 on a history.
20 on History.
I roll over, going, it's really strong. Kind of like the smell. And roll back over.
This doesn't raise any flags with you guys. Okay. Torsten, with your you said a 20
History.
20 on History.
Yes, sir.
Was it a not 20?
No, 30.
Okay, dirty 20. You've never read about this symbol in books. In fact, very few books have crossed in front of your eyes that didn't have to do with your deity and the worship. So reading for fun has never been something that you've been too into. But
That's always been
stories,
obvious.
but stories, on the other hand, they're always passed down generation to generation. This is the crooked crown of Ingvar. Ingvar is supposed to be the first of your bloodline.
I look at it and I go, and under my breath, I go, "Nice try, my moon. Still not biting."
The mark doesn't fade.
That's okay. I don't put the shirt back on. I just put the rest of my stuff back on.
So 2 of the 3 humanoid males are shirtless in a cave with an owlbear and an old man.
Oh, okay.
And a dwarf.
I have what I'm very sure now is a cold leather chain shirt.
Oh yeah. So cold, your nips are getting caught.
I'm like,
Ding, ding.
I'm being the genius I am. I leave the shirt off. I put my alpaca poncho on first, llama poncho on first. Then I put my armor on.
So
Little
super
itchy.
itchy.
Yeah, a little itchy, but it works.
Hey, little itchy, better than not.
I am wandering away from the cave in the direction of the town, but I'm not going to the town,
Okay.
and singing to myself, just very quietly singing a song that I've just in my head, like just I've known all my life, just softly singing to myself, calming down, thinking about Hall and Oates, and really not liking Max right now.
Okay. Make a perception with disadvantage.
$11.
11. Okay. So as you are headed in the direction of the town, not going to the town, you did travel very fast as a quadruped. So there's a bit of distance. Obviously, if the people are only catching up to you now.
Mm-hmm.
As you are walking forward, you can see ash floating on the stream, and you watch it as you hum to yourself a tuneless tune.
I am wandering away from the cave in the direction of the town, but I'm not going to the town,
Okay.
and singing to myself, just very quietly singing a song that I've just in my head, like just I've known all my life, just softly singing to myself, calming down, thinking about Hall and Oates, and really not liking Max right now.
Okay. Make a perception with disadvantage.
$11.
11. Okay. So as you are headed in the direction of the town, not going to the town, you did travel very fast as a quadruped. So there's a bit of distance. Obviously, if the people are only catching up to you now.
Mm-hmm.
As you are walking forward, you can see ash floating on the stream, and you watch it as you hum to yourself a tuneless tune. Floating on the stream, and you watch it as you hum to yourself a tuneless tune.
Hello there.
Instantly stop, freeze, and slowly turn to find where the voice is coming from. And staff, like holding the staff that was on my back, like Yep.
Okay. You find a young woman sitting under a mostly leafless tree. She was looking at you at first, and then she looks up at the sky. Lovely day.
Sure, it's just raining ash. Totally lovely day.
Any day is lovely.
You know, I used to think that.
Are you above ground?
Yes, obviously, I'm talking to. Unless I died on my walk, I'm pretty sure I'm still above ground.
Well, then it's a good day, isn't it?
Who are you? Very not comfortable.
I'm sorry for the discomfort. I'm Vera.
Are you a demon? Because I've seen a couple and they don't really look like you usually. A lot of like extra arms.
I've seen a few, but I'm not one.
You're not going to hurt me, right? Because I really don't want to fight. I've had a really rough morning.
I don't really feel the need, do you?
Not at the moment. I'm actually was having a good time until I got scared.
Again, I apologize. We will not feed on this one.
Oh, that's just so lovely to hear. I appreciate you saying that though, because as you can see, I'm an idiot and I'm alone.
You see 3 other figures come out of hiding, not crouching anywhere or hiding behind anything, but just almost shimmer into existence.
Hi, I'm Riona. And
Tell
I'm
me,
scared.
What can I do to alleviate you of your fears?
Honestly, I don't think you can do anything because I'm alone. I don't know you. And the last thing I dealt with was demons ripping people in half. And you don't look armed, but that doesn't mean you're not dangerous. Especially if you said you're not gonna eat me.
Wise for one so young.
You're not like the other hags that I dealt with before where they hold their heads, right? You're not gonna like turn into some creepy looking things, right? Because I'll get closer and talk, but I like need your word you're not gonna hurt me.
I give you my word I will not hurt you, nor am I a hag. And she blinks out of existence for a second, and you feel wind strike your face. And then you hear her voice from behind. I can come to you.
Glad that you can't see I peed my pants a little. Just turn and I look at her. Should not have been alone. It's just in my head. I'm alone, this is bad. I am alone, this is bad.
You hear in your head, you're not alone.
Out loud. Fuck. So, hi, Vera. I'm Riona. You have the upper hand. What do you want? I was just walking by. I don't know what I want, so don't ask.
What I want, little Riona, is help. Do you know of anyone who can help us? As she says this, the others start walking towards you.
With what? And I grip the staff a little tighter.
Yeah. We request your aid. If you know of anyone who is capable
to settle a family dispute.
What kind of dispute is it? Like, who's right? Or is it going to turn into one of those like tragic stories that I've heard where he kills his father to get with the mom?
Oh, I knew him, I think.
Oedipus? 18.
18. So as she walks away, you almost feel from behind you and to the right a force of will being pushed at you. And you kind of grip your crook a little tighter and you look away slightly from Vera at a very large, very muscular man standing there with dark, brooding eyes. His hair is down in his face, and he smiles a little bit and goes, "She doesn't flinch."
Trust me, you're not the scariest thing I've seen this week.
Oh, my dear. We'll have to change that. No, we will not.
I cast primal as my teeth and nails grow. I'm like, trust me, I'm scarier than you are. Just as a
Okay, so-
cantrip, a little intimidation.
When you do that, roll for intimidation.
Okay. May I have advantage by using my primal?
Why?
Just trying. I'm trying.
If you can give me a good reason.
I start growing nails, really long and sharp teeth, and my eyes go into a slit like a primal animal. That is intimidating.
It's
So roll.
unexpected.
Yeah. That's still 16.
16. Yeah, it was gonna have to be pretty high.
It's still just
As you stare him down and you grow your nails and you bare your teeth, he stares at you for a second, his brow furrows, and he's like, and as he smiles, you see 6 fangs drop. He holds his hands up and long claws, and his eyes glow.
Neat trick. I've seen better.
well, you may have seen better, but I've seen sexier, and I follow Vera. Yeah.
She's staring up at the sky.
It's an amazing thing. I haven't seen the sky. Well, since yesterday, but I missed the sun more than I thought.
I miss the stars. They used to tell a story.
They did tell stories, didn't they? Did you ever hear the one? No. Probably not.
I'm willing to listen. I like a good story.
She stands completely still, almost unnervingly still, like she just froze in time and space. And then only her eyes move to you.
Dear Riona, do you know of anyone that can help us? We've lost family members, and unfortunately, they can't seem to lose us.
How would I help?
If you know people that are capable, such as yourself.
And she looks at your crook, she looks at your fangs and nails and all that.
People with talent. If you know anyone like that, and if there's a good number of you, we could use your assistance. My clan,
And she looks over at the 3 males.
is dwindling,
And I know this sounds like hate speech, but we like to keep our family close and pure. Others don't see it that way and have made, well, bargains. Unfortunately, there's more of them than us.
So, what? You want me to go talk to these other people and tell them to leave you alone?
Oh, you are young. And you just see her blink out of existence, and then you feel her hand from behind pat you on the head as she's walking away.
Face.
Poker in the eye.
Just,
And run.
the skin is
Okay,
cold to
so
the touch, but it is there.
What are you?
Oh, I pegged you for a smart girl.
I could take a couple guesses, but I'd rather not be wrong, so just tell me.
My kind have lived underground during the day for many years. We come out at night to feed. We have fangs.
I drop primal because I'm terrified.
And now, due to unforeseen circumstances, we can come out in the day.
It seems that way.
And it's a great opportunity for us. But as I said, we are a dwindling number.
So let's get this straight and tell me exactly what you want me to do. You want me to go and kill this other clan that's following you, I'm guessing?
By yourself? And she closes her eyes. Make a wisdom saving throw for me again.
Leave me alone. Stay out of my head. 13. I'm a little scared.
Okay. So as you are a little put off by this, she opens her eyes and goes, "You have a pet owlbear?"
He's not a pet, he's a friend. And if you touch my friends, I will stab you in the heart right now.
Well, you'd have to find it first. However, I think that your pet gnome might be a good snack. Are they all
Probably
talented
the
like
only
you?
one. Yeah, more talented than I am.
Excellent. What do you say, Riona? Will you help us?
I say I will meet you back here in 45 minutes and I will go talk to my friends. If you wait and you're still here, then I know I can trust you and that you're good for your word. And keep Mr. Tall wannabe scary man there. Point- Pointing to
Oh,
Roscoe. I don't want to be followed.
She takes
My
a
word is I'll
step-
come back.
She's taken a step closer to you, leans in closely. "45 minutes. If you and your friends wish to help, we can arrange a type of payment.
Old man, are there more people like at the fort that you were telling us about earlier?
Several dozen, yes. They're trained warriors there.
And that's north of here?
So as they're doing this, how much
Straight
closer
north.
is the drumming getting?
Oh, it's constantly getting louder.
I say, you know what, screw it. I turn around, pull out my hammer and go slam it in the ground and summon one of my echoes. When it's too late, we're screwed.
It is due north and several dozens. The small legion, they disperse. Yeah, that's all I needed to know.
And as she walks over to the lizard,
You were useless.
she jams her hand into the back of the lizard and rips out a section of his spinal column. His body falls down.
And so is this skin.
My life.
Before you stands a gruesome but similar familiar sight. In front of you is a horned, hooved beast. This towering humanoid has a horned skull for a head and sharp hooves for feet. Long strips of bloody skin still stick to its muscled arms and legs.
Thank you for letting me know where more are. Because we need to swell our numbers, don't we?
Now we
As-
gotta kill
Beating sound becomes more and more louder. You start to hear sounds of almost a strange rasping bark as several creatures with multiple legs come rushing down the hillside.